It was in my leg and you could see it still wiggling. It leaves its tail behind, and it had caused, it's what's called a bullseye rash, and it's kind of a telltale sign that it is infected, probably with Lyme disease.
They're less than a millimetre long, but for Tracy Clarkson, a bite from one of these tiny ticks has had devastating consequences.
I started to have a number of illnesses that started happening one after another in the following months. Starting off with chronic fatigue, but I was getting tonsillitis every single month. And then I got meningitis. This is all within a 12-month thing. You know, I was getting illness constantly, everything going wrong with me, blisters, the whole mouth was blistered.
Tracy was bitten while on a country walk in Arnside in 2004. She didn't realise she'd contracted the bacterial infection Lyme disease. And according to her, neither did NHS doctors.
We mentioned it all the time, what about Lyme disease? And they said, it won't be Lyme disease. It's too hard to get, it's too rare.
Then in 2009, Tracy lost all feeling in her legs.
I was literally bending over to tie my shoes to go to work, and they just went. I just couldn't use them at all. Awful, really scary. And I think it was 5 weeks before I actually walked again.
Tracy was no longer able to swim or walk long distances and turned to private healthcare for help. They told her she had chronic Lyme disease, but Charity Lyme Disease Action says Tracy isn't alone in her struggle for diagnosis.
We need increased awareness, and we need some better expertise in the NHS at recognising and helping people who present maybe later on with a negative test in the face of many other symptoms that point towards Lyme disease.
What I think needs to happen is much more raising awareness. People don't know when you go for a walk in a wood that you need to tuck your socks in. That stops the ticks getting in. Something dead simple. And you're a really good helper to me, aren't you?
Tracy is now trying to raise £4,000 for private treatment. She knows she can't be cured, but says anything which improves her quality of life is worth it. Amy Welch, ITV News, Lancaster.